to the cars, the key to the treasure. Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. The piece of the cars, the key to the treasure. Get rich with one piece. 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 The piece of the cars, the key to the treasure. Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. The piece of the cars, the key to the treasure. Get rich with one piece. 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 The piece of the cars, the key to the treasure. Get rich with one piece.
Just for you, gank that.
Get rich with one piece. Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king.
Getting rich with one piece. I need to go through my cards like more. Now I started going through my cards a little bit today. Let me end it real quick. There you go. Hope you're happy. Things I do for my friends. No, but I need to go through my cards. I spent a little bit of time today going through my OP-15 cards. Those are a little easier because I can sort those by color because I haven't started the collection yet. Well, I have now, but before I hadn't started the collection yet. So, in the way that the collection is concerned, it's grouped by colors and they go in numerical order. All the cards have numbers on them. Reds go first, and it's greens, blues, purples, blacks, yellows. That's how they all go. And again, like the cards are numbered 1 through like 120 or something like that. But anyways, so I started going through some of them. I got the greens, the red and the greens done. I just need to go through the rest of the colors, which it doesn't take very long. It's just I'm busy working, and then when I'm done working, like lately, I haven't had like a lot of time after work to just like decompress and just hang out and veg out. So I did that today, and yeah, I did that today for a little bit, and now I'm back here where I spend my entire day working. I really would like to get. I don't know if we can swing that, but maybe we can find some space to have like a little. There's like this little closet. No, I wouldn't do that. Maybe I will, because there's like this little closet underneath like our staircase that goes into our basement, and it's all finished and everything. Even this closet, but we're thinking about, or I say we're, I'm thinking about turning that into like sort of a. I don't want to call it a trophy room because I don't have any fucking trophies. But it would be like sort of like a room for, I guess my trophies would be like my really good cards and like some sports memorabilia and potential stuff like that. But that would be where I would like display, I guess a display room. And it's a very like it's a storage closet really is what it is. But again, like the people who lived here before us like finished this little storage closet. So it wouldn't be too hard to, because like the back wall is where like the sump pump is, and so there isn't a wall. I say the back wall, but like the back of the storage closet there isn't a wall because it goes into like the sump pump, and then also like around the corner you can get under the stairs and stuff. Again, it's for storage and stuff like that. But I'm thinking about putting like some sort of cool. I don't think they're called Murphy doors, the one like maybe like some like kissing doors. I don't know what if the kissing doors are also Murphy doors, but have like some sort of shelves there. So if we ever do need to get back there to the sump pump and underneath there, we could. But have something that like kind of like close it off and hide it, where I can have like display my cards or some shit like that. So we're thinking about doing that. Anyways, I'm saying all that to say like there would be enough room where it would be it wouldn't be bad to like set my stream up in there. You know what I'm saying? I'd have like a little tiny desk. I could fit my laptop in there, my gear, and down there I could actually like mount something, right? Like if I wanted to like mount, I could like mount a camera. And I'm kind of thinking through it. I'm like, man, this would be a good idea. But it's like this little closet space. Yeah, and it would have all my cards, and it would be done and decorated and all that stuff. Yeah, that'd be really cool to do. That way I can have a separate space for like my work and then my work, right? So separate spaces. But um man, now I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm like, man, we need to get on this. I told my wife I wanted to do it this year, and she's all about it. She's just super supportive of what I do, even the stupid stuff. Um but yeah, she was like, yeah, we can do that and blah blah blah. So maybe that's something we'll think about doing this year, but we got a lot of projects that we need to work on. Um, okay. So today, again, I didn't do shit. I worked all fucking day, and then I just hung out and did nothing. Sat outside. It's beautiful. Which I need to start. I'm gonna start going outside. I used to be really good about like taking breaks, going outside for, actually taking my lunch, going and sitting outside. Obviously, it's been fucking cold as shit. Well, not obviously, because I'm in the Midwest. Everyone doesn't live in the Midwest, but here it gets super fucking cold. I don't want to go outside. I hate being outside when it's cold and shitty and all that. Um, but anyways, I ended up so it's getting nicer outside, so I want to start like taking my breaks, just taking some time, step away, going to eat my lunch. That's one of the reasons why I started eating lunch in my fucking office, which I hate doing. I hate fucking doing that because it's cold and it's nasty outside, and I don't take my food outside. But I'm gonna start getting back into that habit, taking my lunch, going outside, taking a break, just going outside, sitting for a few minutes. Anyways, it was very nice. Maybe starting to take walks again because I haven't taken walks in a while. But I'm gonna get back into that habit of you know being outside as much as I can be. But anyways, sat outside. I didn't do much today. I did play the sim a couple of times. I think I got like maybe 3 games in. And I think I played against Lucy all 3 of those games. So Lucy's a new OP-15 leader that comes out. It's gonna be very popular. The deck is so consistent. It is the most consistent deck I've ever seen. Like it's probably even more consistent than like Anel is, and Anel is extremely consistent. It's very crazy. And what's so crazy about all that is that Brook is consistent too. Like there these decks, and I get like power creep and all that stuff, the things that the creators of the game have to do, or I don't know what they're called, but like the innovators for the game, the people that come out with the cards and stuff, like they have to think of something like new and fresh to keep the game interesting, to keep people, interested in the game, to get new people into the game, get people come back to the game, whatever the case may be. So they have to have like these interesting mechanics and stuff like that. And it's just how everything works, right? Things like slowly, incrementally get better over time. I mean, it should, but yeah, it's really crazy how a lot of these decks in this set, they're just so consistent. Like they just get the pieces that they need. Brook is crazy because like Brook like basically puts your entire fucking deck in the trash and lets you search through your entire deck, basically is what it does, right? That's what it lets you do. And it's still less consistent than fucking Sabo. Every time I say Sabo, Lucy. So every time I play against Lucy, they get at least 3 Sabos, right? And Sabos are these massive fucking, bodies. They're 7,000 power or 7 cost 9,000 power blockers on play. They let you play a 7 cost or less Dressrosa type event from your hand for free, essentially. And and they have some really good 7 cost events. But anyways, like typically like I'll see 2 of my fucking like massive bodies, you know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers are getting they're getting 3 4 every time. Like if they had 2 of them, if it was consistently, I'm sure once I start playing them in real life, because I mean the sim is just a game, right? And games, there's only so much like variability that you can have in something that's like man-made like that. But like whenever we actually um play the card game in real life, like the shit ain't that fucking consistent. I don't give a fuck what deck it is. It's not as consistent as it is in the game. So when I start playing it in real life, I know how to play against it, but I'm sure that these motherfuckers aren't going to be getting like bam, 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 back-to-back Lucy's. I say all that. I know how to play against Lucy because I've played against it a couple of times. I did make one mistake and I lost one of the games, but I can't remember I can't remember if I played Lucy the first game. I think I did because I think I was like kind of going into it wanting to play against Lucy, so I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure I only lost one game against him, and it was my fault. I was playing a little bit too safe. I was playing a little bit too safe where I didn't swing my monster Luffy at all because again, what happens typically is they'll play. So the Lucy player will play. So once I swing and put my card sideways, it's vulnerable to an attack, right? And you try and prevent that from happening because it gives you having this Luffy on the field. It's a massive body, but when you have it on the field, your leader gets plus 2,000 power, so it just makes it harder for them to swing into you. Anyways, what happens is the Lucy player plays a Sabo and they play Fire Fist. And so what this fucking Fire Fist does, it's a 7 cost event, so it's a really good event. It gives your leader, so the Lucy leader, plus 3,000 power, plus it gives one of your opponent's cards negative 8,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So typically, so the Luffy, the monster Luffy can get up to like 10,000 power if you have 30 cards or less in your trash. So it's 10,000 power. So typically what people will do is they'll use that fucking Fire Fist on it and take it down 8,000 power. That's so much. Take it down 8,000 power, and it's just anything can kill it, right? Because it goes from 10 at best case scenario, it's at 10, and it goes down to 2,000 power. Literally anything on the board can kill it, right? And so you're not going to spend your resources defending it, so you just let it go. So, and then that, as soon as he kills it, that makes your leader go down to 2,000 if you don't have another one on the board. But as soon as it gets killed, you don't have 7,000 base power for your leader anymore. It's only 5,000, so it makes it easier for his other characters to swing into you, do more damage. So there's like a cascade effect. So typically, I don't swing the very first time because the Luffy, the Monkey D. Luffy, the Monster Luffy is like all that I have, right? Like it's my win condition, and I can't let him take it out. So typically the first time I don't swing. Then the second, so when it comes back to me and Luffy's still fine, typically what will happen is I can play something else. I can play another like win condition, whether that be another Luffy. I can play a Law Beppo. I can play a fucking Nami to pull out my secret Luffy from the trash can, or another monster Luffy. Like I have another win condition, but when I have the one win condition on the board, it just makes it much harder for me to want to, swing with it. So anyways, I'm getting way fucking off track here. I'm sorry, guys. But I'll wrap this up real quick. But anyways, so the second game, what happened is I never swung with the Luffy. So what should have happened is I protect it the very first time, which is fine. So I don't swing with it when I'm able to. But then the second time I should swing with it. And what that will do is he will have to block with his Sabo. Absolutely, he'll have to block with one of his Sabos, which are 9K bodies. But he'll play a card from his hand because he obviously doesn't want the Sabos to die. So he's going to play a card from his hand, right? And that's just going to get more cards out of his hand because these Lucy leaders, they just get so much resources. They get so many cards in their hand. And so long story short, it came down to it. He ended up KOing my Luffy without it even swinging because, again, he lowered it 8,000 power. Even if he was still standing straight up. He lowered it 8,000 power. Then he comboed it with a second card, which is a 2-cost event. Give one of your opponents minus 4,000 power, and then KO a 0-cost, or excuse me, KO a character with 0 power or less. So it's crazy. A 2-cost event will give you minus 4,000 power, but whatever. Anyway, so he was able to KO it without me even swinging. And if I would have swung, it would have taken, again, either it would have killed one of his blockers, or it would have taken some additional counter out of his hand. And when the game came down to it at the very end, he literally had 1K counter more than what was needed. And if I would have swung with my Luffy earlier in the game, a couple of turns ago, that card would have been gone, and I would have won the game like later on. It's like the butterfly effect, right? So anyways, I messed up. I didn't play it right, but I didn't realize that other card was like a combo piece that they can use. So now that I know, I understand how to play it a little bit better. I was playing a little bit too safe. I should have swung with my Luffy because the Luffy would have died the next turn, but it died anyways, right? It ended up dying anyways without me even having swung with it once, which was kind of unfortunate. But I'm figuring out Brook so much better. It's getting great. I cannot wait to play Brook for real. So we're gonna open some packs today. Hopefully we get more pieces for Brook. We need some Monkey D. Luffys. We need one more Monkey D. Luffy. What else do we need? We need the Namis. The Namis are gonna be the hardest thing to get for now. Hopefully I get a Nami from this box, and then like one more Brook. I think I need to kind of like get my ratios together for what I actually want to run, because I'm pretty sure I want to run 2 Brooks, so I think I need to get one more Brook. I need to get 3 more Namis, and then I need to get like some other rare cards. But I think I'm in a good place, and I cannot. Yo, Tsugi, you came at the beginning. There we go. I haven't even opened any packs yet, man. All right, we are gonna switch over. Speaking of that, still haven't cleaned my damn mat, but it's hanging up in there. It'll get cleaned eventually. But you know, I've noticed that I really don't dislike this. I really don't dislike this. Obviously, the desk looks good. I like the desk because I'm the one who bought it, put it together too. Handyman out here, and I I had the backgrounds to like kind of like stand out. Well, I mean, the mouse pad is like it's just a big ass mouse pad is what that pad is that I typically have. That black pad. It's just a big mouse pad that I use. Um, but obviously it's black, so it like in my head I'm thinking, yeah, it's a good contrast to see the cards better on. But I mean, you guys tell me. But I think it's, you know, not difficult to see the cards even with this background here. So I'm not in a rush to kind of bring the mouse pad back, but you know, I will bring it back eventually. A 2,000 page essay. Dude, AI is the greatest thing ever. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. Anybody that is around me for more than like 10 minutes in real life, like I will talk about AI all day. AI is literally the greatest thing. Like, I don't know, like maybe the internet might be like a tad bit better, but like because the internet like led to like AI and all that stuff and a lot of other things, obviously. But AI is just it's going to be the future. People are all scared of it and wham, 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 blah, blah, blah. AI is fantastic. AI is amazing. It's a tool. People need to understand that they need to use it like any other tool. But that's my opinion on it. Bam. Essay done. That's my essay on AI. All right. So we're going to start with some Rift Bound, some Bound of the Rift. See what we can pull. We're gonna pull a signature from one of these boxes. Oh, well, we got a hit because again, if you haven't heard me say this, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If the first foil card is a rare, there's a hit because there's gonna be two rares in the pack. So these two. Ooh, we got a Rise. This is the signature spell for Azir. So it's a 6-cost signature spell. 1 power. Play a 2 might Sand Soldier unit token for each equipment you control. Then ready 2 of them. Very nice. Okay, so that's one. We'll open the other Riftbound pack. Dude, like I said, AI, and I don't want to get down. I don't want to go down this path because I will talk. Trust me, especially when I like host. I really like to host at my house. And when I do, like, if somebody starts talking about AI, I will go on a tangent, and I have like the past few times. Like I'm just passionate about AI. I think it's just a tool like anything else, and the thing about it is people are scared, like, oh, AI is gonna like scam people out of blah 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 blah. I'm like, motherfuckers is doing that shit right now. People are scamming people without fucking AI. They're just calling them on the fucking phone and scamming people. Like, it's not AI, it's people suck. Like, that's the thing. AI doesn't suck. People suck. And people misuse tools all the time because they fucking suck. And so AI doesn't suck. People suck. AI is cool. That's my rant. All right, I'm done ranting about AI. Lonely Poro. Lonely guy. Debating stream. Let's do it. Oh yeah, like again, yeah, companies are the worst. Companies are worse than people because it's a bunch of people who just care about, you know, the bottom line. which, that's how you fucking keep a company going, but sometimes people just take it too far. People are greedy. Bam, we got another hit. Again, first foil card is a rare Ezreal Dashing. Ooh, Draven Audacious, a champion. And this is the, oh no, so this is just the epic. I'm pretty sure I have one of these already. What the hell? My phone is buzzing. Somebody hitting me up on Discord. Typically when I don't get any notifications, that means Discord. When I die in combat, choose an opponent, they score 1 point. That's actually funny. The first time I win a combat each turn, you score 1 point. Crazy. We will set that to the side. But 2 epics in one or 2 back-to-back packs. Very nice. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have like enough of everything, but I'll double check for the rares and stuff. But other than that, I'm pretty sure I'm good. Okay, now what do we want to open? We're gonna open. I did open a pack of EBO3 earlier today. It was kind of an accident, right? So what had happened was I was putting together a bunch of orders because I've been getting a lot of orders. So whenever I like put in like inventory, basically saying, sometimes I'll have a bunch of cards that kind of stack up, and then I'll just do like a mass like inventory. I'll just sit down for an afternoon and like kind of count the cards up, put them in my on my TCG player. Anyways, sometimes or usually like when I put in a large amount, like a couple hundred cards, my orders will just pick up, right? Like sometimes I'll have like 1 order, 0 orders a day. No, I don't really do 0 orders in a day. Like it's like 1 to 2 orders, very, very low numbers. But when I do like some sort of like update to the inventory, like it jumps to like double digits, right? Like I think I had like 16 or 17 orders yesterday, right? And it's just kind of, it just really picks up. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. But, so I was putting together an order. I was putting together one of my orders today, and I was missing a card from EBO3. It was Charlotte Pudding. And I was looking through my inventory, and I didn't have it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Like, and that, don't get me wrong, like it happens pretty frequently where, I'll say I'll have a card and I don't actually have it in inventory. And I'll either like reach out to the person and say, hey, I don't have the card. I'll just refund you the card, the cost of the card. Usually it's like a penny or 2 pennies or whatever. Do you still want the rest of the order? Or if I have enough, like in my personal collection, because I have a personal collection, a play set of everything, sometimes I'll go in there and I'll just like get the card for him. I'm like, whatever. I'll just get my inventory, because most of the cards that I'll do that with, like I'm like, I'll probably never play this card, right? But it's nice to have it just in case. So sometimes I'll just go in there, get it for him, and call it a day until I can replace the card. So anyways, I opened a pack because there was a Charlotte Pudding that I didn't have, and I opened the pack to just kind of like potentially get one, and I didn't get one. But it turns out that the Charlotte Pudding that he was asking for wasn't from EBO3, it was from EBO4, which is OP-14, and I actually did have that one, so I was just looking in the wrong place. So I didn't get anything in that one. Anyways, it was a leader pack. So that's what I get. That's what I get. Damn, bro. Got fucking vanillas. Shit. This is Vanilla City up in this bitch. Kuina. Quereto. Ooh, a Perona. It's kind of crazy. I still do not have a VV, a Nefeltari VV, the super rare for the blue super rare. I still do not have that card. It's down to like $2 or $3 right now. I was kind of thinking I'm probably going to open the rest of these packs. I think I have like 3 left of EBO3. And once I open those, if I don't get a VV, then I'll probably just buy one for my collection. But yeah, this Perona is pretty good. 4 cost, 6,000 power. Blocker on play. Give 1 rested down card to your leader or one of your characters. That's actually really dope off the rip. Then, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, play up to 1 Thriller Bark Pirates type character card with a cost of 2 or less from your trash rested. Not too bad. I bet you that can work in Brook. Brook. What game is this? Because I'm sure it still ain't One Piece. Oh, it's no, it's Riftbound. Riftbound is the game that I was opening. So it's League of Legends. It's a League of Legends based game, and it came out. When the hell did League of Legends or Riftbound come out? It was like October of last year, and I typically do like 1 or 2 packs at the beginning of the stream because I don't play the game, but I really like the cards, and it's a game that I could see myself playing at some point in the future, but I just don't. I barely have time to play One Piece right now, so I don't have time to like learn this completely new game or learn the ins and outs of this new game and develop my skill set in that. So I don't play it. I watch people play it. I like opening the packs. I like collecting it, but sometimes we'll open other things. Like I've opened Dragon Ball Z on the stream, Magic the Gathering, sometimes Pokemon, Lorcana. So I open other things on the stream. It isn't just 100% One Piece, but it's like 95% One Piece. Like sometimes, especially now that everything is so hard to fucking get for One Piece, sometimes I just got to kind of fill the empty spaces with some other card games, which is cool, right? It's fun kind of branching out and opening some other stuff, but typically, yeah, we're doing One Piece. This is OP-08. Do. My Little Pony packs. Dude, they got, what is that one? It's like Italian Brain Rot is like a fucking game that I've seen pop up. They have a bunch of different things. S Hoko. Ooh, S Snake. This isn't bad. This is a pretty good card. 5 cost 6K, 1K counter. Nice body. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less, other than Monkey D. Luffy, of course, cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Trigger, activate this card's on play effect. So 5 cost 6K body with a 1K counter. That's absolutely standard. But this ability, I mean, it kind of sucks because you can't freeze a Luffy, but that goes into the lore, right? Boa is absolutely in love with Luffy. So, yeah, she's not going to be able to freeze him. VTuber packs, what is that? I'm assuming it's either a virtual card game or a card game about, vloggers, I'm assuming. But yeah, they have so many card games out there, and like I said, like when I can open One Piece, I definitely open One Piece, but sometimes when I first started, it's so crazy to think back because when I first started streaming, it was a couple of months ago. It was like, I say a couple months ago, it was probably like in maybe September, I want to say. I started streaming back in September. I was opening a box of PRBO2 every single day. That was going to be like my thing. I was like, I'm going to open a box of PRBO2 every single day. Them shits was like $120. I was opening a box of PRBO2 for spending $120 basically every single day. But that was back when I just thought fucking the boxes fell out of the sky, right? Like there was a magical box genie that just gave the shops as much product as I ever wanted. But I was mistaken. And they fucking don't. There is no box fairy, if you didn't know. And right after that, because that was right before OP-13 came out, right after that, I learned my lesson the hard way that shit is hard to get. Because everything had been very, very easy to get up to that point. I started in OP-11, right? In OP-11, OP-12, those weren't super popular. And then, PRB-02 came out, and the popularity started to rise quite a bit with that one. And then OP-13 came out, and then this shit just fucking hit the fan, and it was impossible to get anything. Everything was so fucking expensive. And now I'm just like, please, can I have some more boxes? But it's just so funny to think back. I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to open a box every day on stream. And I did that for like a week or something like that, right? So I spent a fucking shit ton of money. like the first week just opening a box every day, and then I realized, okay, you can't do this. You can't open a box every day. Like you got to go down to like, and I was doing 10 packs. Even 10 packs is a fucking shit ton. 10 is a fucking shit ton, but it's a lot less than fucking opening a whole box every day. All right, Eau Rouge, Lightning Beast Chitin, or Kitten, what most people are calling it. I'll whip you into shape. I was fucking doing all this talking. I wasn't even looking at what the hell I got in this pack. I don't even know what I got. Okay, nothing. All right. Box Genie. Fancy way to say pimp. Yeah, I thought there were pimps back there. I see. I didn't realize that that's what a VTuber was. Like I've seen that before, obviously, but I didn't realize that that's what a VTuber was. I have heard of VTubers before, but I didn't never connected it. Huh, very interesting. Maybe I should be a VTuber. I'm sure you guys would rather see a cartoon character than this freaking mop. I told my wife yesterday that I look like a freaking mad scientist or whatever, and she laughed a little too hard about it. I was a little upset. I was like, "Hold on, bro. Like, hey, I know I'm funny, but I'm not that damn funny. That joke ain't that funny. You need to chill out, bro." Oh, that's pretty dope. That would be really cool to have like a card made of you. Dude, I am like completely zoning off here. I'm not looking at any of the cards. The cards I'm looking for are rares anyways. Rares and super rares, but I'd still like to know what the hell I'm getting. Man, they gonna make me open more packs. Shit, I need to get some fucking. I'm so close. I'm actually very close to being done with this with my Brook. Like I said, I still need the Namis, which I'm not gonna be able to get. I'm not gonna be able to get more than one Nami per box. So I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many boxes I'll end up opening of this. Probably all of them except one. So but there's not a guarantee that I'll get a Nami in every box. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just need 4 of them or 3 of them at this point. So I'm sure I'll be able to like get some from people. The community is very, very good, right? I'm sure I'll be able to get some from people, either trade or just buy them straight up from them. I'd like to wait for I'd like to wait for it to go down a bit, because right now it's only like, what is it, between like $5 and $8. But I think Nami will settle down. Oh my god, dude! I mean, this is an event for Brook, but I don't. I only run 2 of them, and I've pulled like 5 of these things so far. All right, one more. I need to make sure that this box is open before Thursday, so I know if I need to buy another box to try and get the SP, because that's when I'll go back to the place that sold me this box. All right, Perrona. Pearl, not a bad card. Ooh, this is it's Kaku. This looks dope, but this isn't a super card that I was interested in pulling. But this actually looks really cool. This looks a lot like the actual. Let me look through here real quick. Let me find the original, the regular Kaku. I think I might have put him away. Oh no, Kaku was EBO4, right? Yeah, I put the EBO4. I put all the EBO4s away, so I don't have him. So this does look really dope. So 3 cost 4K, 2K counter once per turn. If your black character with a base cost of 5 or less would be KO'd by your opponent's effect, you may place 3 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order instead. On play, trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. So some anti-removal. But this actually looks really dope. But this is one of those cards where it's like womp womp. Womp womp. Okay, but a hit is a hit. So we'll sit you there. He'll get to sit in the special spot. Let me point this. You guys can kind of see behind the scenes real quick, but let me see if you can see. We set him up in this little. So we have one of these here that I like to like set good hits that I have. I set it there. One of those display thingies. For typically it's like a big hit or like a graded card, or like when I got my that SP Whitebeard, that thing was sitting here for a couple of days. Let's see. Oh, where does this go? So I did get a hit. Do I want to open another 2 packs? I think yes. I think I do want to open 2 more packs. But oh, this will be the last 2 packs, and then we'll probably look at TCG Player. What time is it? 10:37. Okay, so it's not too bad. We will open these because I'm trying to get through this box. Because again, I want to have it open or done before. Okay, so I got an alt, so I can still, this box can still have a special print, but so I guess I don't know. I don't really know. Like sometimes people be like so like in tune with how the boxes work. Like I have a general idea on how like the boxes are set up and constructed, but I do know that when you pull in alt art, you can get a special print, and I think that might be like a connection. I don't think you can get a secret rare when you have an SP in the box. But when I pulled my Whitebeard, I had the alt Ace, or excuse me, the alt Sabo in there too. So that's how I know in an SP box you still get an alt art. So this box has an opportunity to still have a SP in it. Alrighty. Man, I'm gonna try and run this card in the sim to see if this is something worth running. I don't think it will be, but I'll see. Zoro, I have plenty of him. Krieg, I think this is a leader pack. It's the last card right next to the but maybe not. Hold on, it feels sticky. This feels kind of sticky. This is a hit. This is definitely a hit. Oh shit, this is all off. This is all off. There we go. My bad. Nami for a nightmare. Maybe just start with that until I get famous. I can afford the fancy 3D setup. Very cool. All right, let's see. This is a hit. It feels like a hit. It's very sticky. We know the sticky cards are the fucking... Ooh, we got the Enel. There we go. This is actually the, out of all the, this shit looks fucking nuts, man. This actually looks crazy. Yeah, this looks dope. Oh, damn. Yotsugi. See, that's why you gotta subscribe, man. Oh, that sucks, dude. Let me see. 50 seconds. Oh man, that is hilarious. I mean, it's not really funny, but so I don't know how these boxes work. So I don't know. So I think we can get, so I think the hits are 2 or 3 hits. So we got 2 hits, like pretty much back to back. So we got the 2 hits. This is this is absolutely, out of all the secret rares that they have, this is the one. Let me see when Yotsugi's back. He should be back here in any second. Okay, 10 more seconds. But out of all the secret rares that they have, so there's 3 secret rares in this set. There's this Enel, there's the Luffy, or there's 2 fucking Luffys. God, like I get it. Luffy is the main character. He is the hero, all that shit. But man, they have so many Luffy cards. So many Luffy cards. So many secret rare Luffys. I'm like, dude, they have other fucking characters in the game. Damn. This set they have 2 secret rare Luffys. It's kind of crazy. But no, this isn't an SP. This is just the typical. I mean, it looks crazy, right? But this is just the regular art for the secret rare Anel. Yeah, I'm actually pumped with this one. Like this is out of the secret rares, which is what I was saying. So out of the secret rares, the three that they have this Anel, then they have two Luffy's. One is from EBO4. That's a 10 cost, 12,000 power. If you have one or less life, this character gains -1 cost in your hand, so it becomes a 9 cost 13k or 9 cost 12k, and it gains your leader gains plus 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn, and it gains a blocker for a turn. So it's not like inherently a blocker, but it does gain blocker for the first turn that you play it. But yeah, anyways, it's like those cards are fine. This is the one that I really wanted. I really want to build a Nell, but literally these cards are going to be the reason that I don't build it initially. Like if I'm able to get 4 of these, then I have a very high likelihood that I'll probably build a Nell, because this card is like the paywall basically into building a Nell, because these bitches are like $50 a piece right now, like Yosugi said. Um, no, it's a secret rare. It's a secret rare. It's not a SR. This one is a secret rare. They do have an SR, a Nell. I've pulled a couple of those already, but this one, man, this shit looks crazy, man. This looks absolutely nuts. They did a really good job on this card. So we'll read this real quick, and then we'll move on to the last pack. So it's a 6 cost, 8,000 power character. If you have 6 or less Don cards on your field, this character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects and gains plus 2,000 power. So in Anel, it's a 6 cost 10,000 power character. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely crazy. Now, what's crazy is like you can play it in other decks as well. It's just that once you go over 6 Don, it just loses that buff of 2,000, and it can be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. All right, so on play, Don -1. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck and add up to 1 card to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order and trash 1 card from your hand. So, if I'm being honest, when I first saw this card, I'm just like, it's a secret rare searcher, which is exactly what it is, right? So typically what you do with the searcher is you look at 3 cards or maybe 5 cards, and there's some sort of stipulation. It has to be a Straw Hat Crew, or it has to be East Blue, or it has to be Thriller Bark Pirates, those kinds of things, right? And then you have to reveal it to your opponent. And so typically that's what a searcher is. And there are variations. Some will search 3, some will search 5, some the vast majority you have to reveal the card. There's only like 1 or 2 cards that I can think of off the top of my head where you don't have to reveal the card that you picked up to your opponent. This is one of them, so that is a very good so for a searcher, if they were going to make a secret rare searcher, this would absolutely be it. So it's a fantastic card, and again, so there's no stipulations on what cards you can get. It's fine. Search the top 5 cards, get 1 of them. So you can get another Anel, you can get a bigger body, you can get whatever you wanted from this search. So it is, if they were going to build a secret rare searcher, they did a fantastic job. This is a fantastic card. I love everything about this card, and it just looks freaking dope. Like, it just looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did a good job with this card. Yeah, that looks awesome. All right, cool. So I did pull the alt art for the 5 cost secret rare Luffy, but I mean, obviously I love those, but I need to have the original artwork so I can put that in like my my collection of secret rares, where this one will be going. All right, what else we got? Hopefully this is a 3-hit box. So I don't think there will be a SP in this box since I hit that secret rare. But again, I don't know for sure. Okay, bam, here's Kaku. So here's the original artwork for Kaku. Like, I don't like that they look very similar, right? The cards look very similar. Like, he's looking, he got his nose all out. Like they look too similar for me. Like, as far as like the action. Pulling a manga. Oh, is that what this is? This is a manga next? Oh, well, this is actually nice because I don't have Krieg yet. So this is again, I do need the Nami. I want fucking Nami or a Brook, but I have not pulled this Krieg yet. So this is my first one. So Collector and me is very, very happy. All right, so 8 costs, 9,000 power. So it's a big body. On play, give up to 3 of your opponent's rested Don cards to 1 of your opponent's characters. Then this character gains rush during this turn. So a 9,000 power body with rush, amazing. Excuse me, Jesus. Activate main once per turn. If this character was played on this turn, give all of your opponent's characters negative 1,000 power during this turn for every Don card given to that character. So if you combine it with his first ability, you give 3 Don cards to one of your opponent's characters. They have negative 3,000 power. You get to swing into them with 9,000. They're gonna die. The thing that really kind of sucks about this, and it's typically not a big deal, but you have to give 3 of your opponents rested Don. So given Don don't count as rested Don. So if your opponent just attaches all their Don to their opponent or to their characters, then this card really doesn't do much, right? It just gains rush. Like, it's a big body, 9,000 power. And I guess if they do have a bunch of Don already attached to their characters, then this negative 1,000 power still would work. So I guess that's not that bad now that I'm thinking about it. But, yep, not too bad, not too shabby. I'm actually super happy with my, so Krieg, I'm happy with that for the collector's purposes, but I'm really happy to get this in now. First off, again, the card looks amazing. And if I can get 3 more of these, if I can pull 3 more of these, then I'll definitely build a now. Still activates his main. Yeah. So you'd still be able to, like, yeah, activate his main. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, right? You'd still be the manga and now. All right, this is my last pack just for you, Yotsugi, because you're sure of it. Oh. All right. Let's pull this manga. All right. Y'all need to bless the pack. Bless it. I'm gonna give y'all a second to bless it. All right, bless it. All right, there we go. Blah blah. All right. I think it might do. It's just characters. Yeah, so it won't. That would be absolutely bonkers. But yeah, it's just characters. If this character was played on this turn, give all of your opponent's characters negative 1,000 power. Bro, that would be insane. That would be absolutely crazy. It would be obviously too overpowered. That's why they wouldn't do something like that. But man, that would be nuts. Like, okay, I'll have all my searchers that I kept out here swing at you. 2,000, you can't stop it. Okay, game over. That literally would end the game. That one card could end the game if it was like that. All right, let's see. Bro, it would be absolutely crazy. All right. Orlumbus. Christopher Orlumbus. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Huh. All right, next card. Okay, let's see. Huh. Yotsugi. I really thought we had it, man. I really thought we had it. Man, I cannot get fucking. I think this might be this. I might need these cards anyways for like play sets or whatever, but I'm just being impatient. Like, I need my play sets of the shit that I need. Hmm. Oh well. There's always tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. All right, now I will spend 5 minutes. So once the stream hits an hour, I'm gonna call it. So I'm gonna spend the next 4.5 minutes. We're gonna look at some TCG player. By the way, I completely forgot to bring this up, but I got some awesome news today from Beckett. I will be. This isn't gonna work. Gosh dang it. There we go. So I got some news from Beckett today. One of my massive orders, I say massive, it's like 25 cards, was finished grading today. It finished grading today, and it's going through like the like production process right now. So that's when they like label it, encapsulate the cards, upload the grades and stuff like that. All those cool things. So I am hoping that before the end of the week I'm able to get 25 graded cards back. And I was looking through the list of them. There's nothing like super crazy, but there's a couple of pretty dope ones in there. Yeah, there's a couple of pretty dope cards in there that I'm really excited to get back. There's a couple of special prints. There's a special print Ace from PRBO2, maybe. I can't remember where that Ace was from. No, I think Ace was from OP-13. There's some alt leaders in there. There's a lot of cool things in this pack that I'm excited about. So again, hopefully before the end of the week, that stream might be just literally opening or going through all those packs, or not the packs, but going through all the cards that day instead of like opening packs. So we can kind of like, so 25 is going to be quite a bit. So I'm thinking that's probably what I'm going to do, but we'll see when we get it and kind of where we are in the week and whatnot. So, all right. God damn it. I cannot stop yawning. Oh, something else. This Rayquaza just just made me think. So a couple weeks ago, Bandai announced like a ban list. They do ban lists every now and then, obviously, to keep the game as healthy as possible, because sometimes people just find ways to break things, right? Right? Like cards that interact unintentionally that, are allowed to act that way just for whatever reason, break the game essentially. So, um, and then sometimes, with how power creep works, some cards that have been banned become unbanned. So that's what they did a couple weeks ago. So April 1st, there's one card that's going to be banned, Charlotte Pudding, which thank God that card is absolutely horrible. And there were some other cards that were unbanned, right? So only one card that was banned. So earlier this morning, Bandai put out some sort of like release or notification. They just said it on Twitter, but they said that there's going to be an emergency ban list update, and they're going to announce it tomorrow at like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. It's going off of like Japan time, but it's like 6 a.m. It's like either 6 or 8 a.m. our time here. So I looked it up earlier. So by the time I wake up in the morning, they'll have the news of what this emergency ban is. But everybody is pretty sure like what it's going to be, or some sort of variation of it, because there's one combination in the game right now that is just it is obviously a mistake, and it's one of those scenarios where it's like, okay, this is just a little bit too powerful and something has to be done about it. So, and it's probably, I'm going to assume it's two of the cards that are on this page. I don't know. I know one of them's on this page, but I don't know if the second one is on this page. It probably will be, but we'll see. No, it's not on this page. Let's look. Let's look. First off, let's look and see what's on here. Nami's coming down quite a bit. Man, Sanji's going crazy. Is Boa going up? Let me see if Boa's going up. Hold on. That's a lightly played foil, motherfucker. We want that new shit. Nope, it's just going down. Poor Boa. Oh well. All right, so we'll take a look at this combination that's. I need to buy some of these too. But we'll take a look at this combination that's extremely overpowered, and again, we don't know for sure what it's going to be, but it's a high likelihood because everybody in the community right now knows that this combination is an issue. So this card, I Rayquaza Help, is from, so it's an old ass card, and this is one of those things where like I understand, like this card has been out for like a year and a half, maybe. I don't know when OP-07 came out. Like a year and a half to 2 years, I would guess that this card, came out. And a card that just came out in OP-15 makes, like, there's an absolute broken combination. So this trigger, so it's not the actual card itself, but this trigger says play up to one of your egghead type character cards with the cost of 5 or less from your trash, right? So again, a trigger is like when you pull a card, when you take damage, you pull a card from your life, you get to play this, or you get to use the trigger if the card has a trigger that you pulled from your life. Okay, so it says play an egghead type card from your trash. 5 or less from your trash. That's very common. That's very common in like Vegapunk, in the Vegapunk deck. Okay, this is the card. Okay, so this is the card that makes it absolutely broken. This is again one of those unintended consequences that happened because an old card got mixed with a new card, and it's just absolutely broken. Okay, so this is a 5-cost egghead type character. Okay, aka Navy type character. So it's a 5-cost, 6,000 power, 1K counter. So it's not even a brick, which that's absolutely crazy. But anyways, it's a blocker. Okay, nothing seems too crazy about it. On play, if you have 2 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So you get to heal. It's a blocker. And once you pull that Rayquaza Help, you can play this from the trash. If you have 2 or less life cards, you heal the damage you just took, and you get a blocker. So there's this essentially like there's this like loop that you can get off pretty easily when your hand is set up correctly. There's a loop that lets you just kind of abuse this over and over again, and it's basically impossible to win against. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it makes it drastically much more difficult to win against something like this, because not only are they healing once this card gets played, it's a blocker, so that's basically taking a damage away. So I don't think that this card is like busted by any means by itself. It's definitely not. Like there are other cards that do something similar. There's a common Hiyori, or excuse me, it's a rare Hiyori that I'm running in one of my yellow decks. It's a 0-cost, so it's a 4-cost 0 power blocker that allows you to block, and then if you have, I can't remember if your leader is multicolored or something like that, then you get to trash a card from your hand and you get to heal. So it's the same idea, right? A blocker that heals you, right? This one heals you before it gets K or when it gets played. The Hiyori heals you after, but it's still essentially eating up 2 damage, if that makes sense, right? The blocker and then the life card that you're gaining because of the card. So those are very similar cards, but the issue is the Rayquaza Help is just making it a little bit too strong, because you're able to play it from the trash and then heal a life. And then if you can set your life correctly, which there's a lot of ways you can set your life in yellow, then you can make it so, okay, I'm guaranteed to get this loop off, right? So it's just a little bit too powerful, and again, it's not 100% out there yet, but it's not 100% known what's going to happen, but there's going to be some sort of like something that separates those two cards, right? So I've heard that, so they do what's called pair bans. They've only done it one time before, but that was with the blue purple Luffy, and there was just too much. It was just too strong with, again, older cards that were used in OP-11's blue purple Luffy. It was just unintended consequences, that kind of thing. So basically, a pair ban means these cards can't be used in the same deck together. So you can use one in a deck, or you can use the other one in a deck, but you can't use these two cards in the same deck. It's illegal. So one that's one option. The other option would be to ban the Borsalino, which there's 0% chance that's going to happen. This card hasn't even come out yet here in the West. There's 0% chance they're going to fucking ban Borsalino, in my opinion. Because again, the card isn't that broken. Or they can ban the I Rayquaza help card, which that wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, nobody would really care if that card got banned. Like, yeah, it's going to be annoying, and I'm sure a lot of the yellow players will be annoyed because, people were banking on this being a potential combination for, future tournaments and stuff like that. But if they just ban that one straight up, like, that could be a potential solution. But I do think the biggest, something else someone did say is that the limit the I Rayquaza help, because it was made for the Vegapunk leader. If you, I don't know, like, I don't want to say like errata it, but just make it so that card can only be used in the Vegapunk deck, would also solve the problem, because this card wouldn't be that bad of a combination, because Vegapunk only starts out with 2 life anyways. So if you do have this combination, it should only be allowed to be used in Vegapunk. I think that's the best option. Or do the pair banning. Those are my two suggestions. But it's 100%. Yotsugi, I'm 100% sure that they're gonna have some sort of, they're gonna do something. What they're gonna do, I don't fucking know. It'll be something though. Man, this a fucking thing, man. DMG just keep going down. Sad. All right, I said I was going to be 5 minutes, and it's 10 minutes later. So I'm going to search through like 1 or 2 more pages. Ground Death. I really wanted to get this alt crocodile at one point, just because I really like the way it looks. Look at this card. Oh my god, this card looks fucking amazing. Holy shit. They are fucking abusing the shit out of these fucking boas, because they all look amazing. It's the same as the special print boa that I have. This card, oh my god, this card looks so good. Even just the alt art. So this 9 cost. So these are the same cards. Here they are. They're all here together. So this 9 cost 10K boa. This is the special print. This is the alternate art. This one is from some of the regionals, which I'm going to try and like look ahead to see if I can get in something like that, because that would be so cool. Even if you don't, win it or anything like that. Like, I think this was like a top 36, finisher, or maybe you got 2 of them for top 36. So I don't know what this was for, but there was another one that I saw. I think it was the crocodile. There's a crocodile that has the same kind of like art style too. So of this 8 cost 10K croc. Yeah, so man, this card looks just fantastic. It looks so good. I'm not going to spend $3,000 on it though. Oh, I keep telling myself I need to look up to see if there's a searcher for Straw Hats in black or green that's not Nami, but I keep forgetting to do it. I'm going to look it up here soon. Anel, let's go. Yeah, it's 54 right now, 55. This market price is 40, 6. I think it'll probably be like 40. Like once it's all said and done, shit, it might go up depending on how popular. Like Anel is like extremely popular over in the East right now. Um, like it's the number one played deck right now over in the East. Um, so I think that this card could do anything, right? But I don't think it's gonna go like under $40. That's one of the things that's kind of like preventing me from building a nail. And you know, if I really wanted to build a nail, I'd be like, okay, I'll spend the money on it. But like, it's like a nice to have type of thing. Like, I really think its ability is interesting. But Brook is absolutely the number one deck that I want to play this set, and I'm almost done with it. So super pumped. My Monkey D. Luffy, my poor 9 BGS 9 Luffy. I cannot wait to get those 25 cards back, man. It should be sometime this week. It should be sometime this week. So be on the lookout for that. Um, once they tell me that the cards have been shipped, I'll have a better idea, because they have typically been getting here 2 days after. So I'll know once they send me an email saying that the cards have been shipped. I'll know, 2 days after, to let you guys know when to expect that stream. This Mr. 2 is going up. It got all the way down to like $10 at one point, I think. Man, this Divine Departure keep going up. I pulled this the other day from one of those illustration boxes. All right, this will be the last page. I'm probably going to sit on the couch and do nothing for a little bit before I go to bed. Cavendish is up to $50. Holy shit. I have this one. It's getting graded. It's not going to be back. I said that was the last page. It's not going to be back until like sometime this summer, but it'll be back when Cavendish isn't as popular anymore. If these Red Bull Don cards go down like to a reasonable price, like if they get down to $10, like I could see myself buying a set of these. Now there's the double Don, so it's Your Turn 2K. That one is like running like in the 140s by itself. Like 140, I think, last time I checked. But they look awesome though. That thing. All right, this is really the last page, maybe. Ooh, the Zorojoro is 204 right now. Go off, Queen. The Japanese like to play foil. 170s. Why is this going up like this? Because Zorojoro is a GOAT card. When was this? Oh, so it's falling. It's not falling by much, but it did peak at like 260 or so. I think that's when I sold one of my first ones. I don't remember. Okay, what we got here? Porsche's seeing a lot more play in Anel. Oh, this is the double Don. It's going for 120 by itself. Yeah, this is the VV that I need. So I'm gonna open the rest of these packs, and if I don't get one, I'll buy one from here. Maybe I can. I'm sure I can buy one from someone. You're the one who should disappear. Had a couple of these. They're being graded. Okay, yeah, let's get to 10. 9, 10, the big fat hen. Rebecca SP. So I do have a Rebecca SP, but it's from PRBO2. and that is going to be one of the ones. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that's coming back. I don't know. I don't remember if Rebecca's one of the ones. Hmm. All right. Okay. So that was actually the last page because I'm getting tired. So yeah, so pretty good stream today. We hit that nail. I'm actually super pumped. The Kaku, I'll be honest, it's like mid, meh. But I definitely love the nail. It looks so good. And if I can pull a couple more, um, then there's a chance that I could build a nail potentially. We'll see. Um, I'll have 25 cards, 25 graded cards coming back, so be on the lookout for that. That stream will probably just be unveiling all the 25 of those cards, so we probably won't open packs. I may open one pack or two, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I should be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a release. I will have a release event tournament that I'll be going to, but I should come back. I should be able to come back and actually, I should be able to come back and the fuck am I saying? And stream, but we'll see. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm super grateful and appreciative. And until next time, peace out.